He was meowing. I don't know if you could hear him. You gonna jump right off. So tonight I watched the original Village of the Damned from 1960, directed by Wolf Rilla. He's German, so I don't know how to pronounce the last name. I liked it. It starred George Sanders, and I always loved George Sanders. He's probably best known, I think, today as being the voice of Shere Khan in The Jungle Book. He's got a great voice, you know. So the plot, I haven't seen the remake. John Carpenter remade it in 95. Actually, I hadn't seen either version. So the plot is that a small village in England, everyone passes out, and the army comes in to try to find it, and people keep passing out, and then finally, hours later, everyone wakes up, and all of the women who are of birthing age, like teenagers through like 30-something, wind up pregnant, and it causes some shenanigans where like virgins are pregnant, and they don't say that, but like they say that, and people whose husbands were out of town and stuff like that, and then they all give birth at the same time, and there's these creepy white-haired, white-eyed babies that came 2 months early or something, and then they grow, like at 3 they look 10, and then it turns out that they're like a hive mind and they're going to take over the world or something. I have 2 issues with the movie. One, I'm going to do the lesser issue first. One, they never really, other than the fact that the kids don't really have a power for empathy, which the kids actually talk about, like, they didn't really talk about why these, actually I have 3 issues. Okay, one, they don't really talk about what is so horrible about these kids, that they're, like, what's so dangerous other than they're different. And then 2, they talk about how it happened in a bunch of other little countries, and basically everywhere else that it happened, they just murdered all the kids. And in Russia, you know, or the Soviet Union, they murdered the kids and the children and the women because who knows. And it's really disturbing, and it's not really dwelled upon. Like, that's like infanticide, man. Like, even if they are creepy children that who knows where they came from. They also never explain, like, they have a couple of theories, but they never actually say, this is what caused it. But my main problem with it, and it's probably because it was, you know, a book written by a man, screenplay written by a man, directed by a man, so that, you know, focuses on George Sanders and his, like, scientific, you know, wonder at these children. But it's like, dude, you had, like, 12 women, several of whom were virgins, that bring forth children, and you don't really talk about the impact that pregnancy is having on them. Though, like, George Sanders' wife gets to talk about it, like, for like 20 seconds. You see the virgins going, oh my god, and then you never see them again, and it's like, that's gonna be a huge impact on her life, and you're just, oh, nope, we've got the baby out, so now we don't need to focus on the woman at all. Like, and then the kids start getting creepy, and we never see the mothers react to how creepy they are. You never see the feminine side of what is happening to these women and their friggin' children. And it's like, they didn't just carry them. They're not just, you know, incubators. They actually have emotions, and, you know, like, they show the one woman, the main woman, falling in love with the baby right away, even though the baby's kind of weird. And they never build on that. And it's just such bullshit. Like, 12 women had babies, and 12 women's lives were changed by this incident, and you don't talk about it at all? Because women don't matter at all in this world, apparently. The world of this movie. And that is just, like, fuck that. This is a really great movie. Like, I really enjoyed it. It's a great atmospheric thriller, but, like, fuck that. That is some utter bullshit. And, like, they better have done that and talked a little bit about that in the sequel in 95, because 95 was like, yeah, the 90s with women. But if they don't, then it's like, dude, what was the whole point? Because the only thing that they really, really, really did wrong was not talking about the impact on the women's lives. And if you're going to remake this damn movie, you better mention that. Otherwise, what was the point? Yeah. So, Village of the Damned. More like village of this one man who had too much time on his hands and babysits children. I don't know. I was trying to come up with something clever and I couldn't because I'm too angry. That said, you know, it's a very interesting, you know, they had the Cold War era, like, Soviets. It happened in 2 Soviet villages. Oh, man. So that, you know, I don't know. Was it a metaphor for communism? Maybe. I'm too angry about the whole women thing to really think about what it means as a movie. So why don't you watch it and you can find out what you think it means and then tell me.